I mean, a lot of people look upon this as a quiet time in football. Quiet time? Are you kidding me? There's so much going on out there, and it involves big names. And Simon, a very big name is the Welshman Gareth Bale. So much being made of the fact that Bale and Wales will be heading to Qatar. England's group, can't wait for that. I wish it was Scotland, but it's not, with all due respect to Wales. And the Welsh are there, and they're there on merit. They did it the hard way. They have Gareth Bale to thank, by and large, for getting them there. I don't think I'm overblowing it by saying that. But now, of course, big talk about Gareth Bale. What's he going to do now that he's away from Real Madrid, and how's he going to keep fit between now and Qatar? Big talk that he will commit to Cardiff City.
Yeah.
And of course, whether it was arranged or whether it wasn't arranged, we now hear reportedly that Bale was in front of Steve Morrison, a man you and I know well, ex-Millwall, now the Cardiff City manager. He was in front, the two had a conversation, and this could happen. Now, Jonathan Barnett, Bale's agent this morning, was pretty tight-lipped in it. I've nothing to say about that. No, I'm not getting into that at this time. When you look at it, if you're Mehmet Dalman, the chairman of Cardiff, or you're Vincent Tan, you're in Kuala Lumpur at the moment.
Yeah.
But of course, you're weighing the whole thing up. How do you weigh up the risk and reward here of signing Bale from a commercial viewpoint against a football one?
Well, it's all obviously dependent upon what you get to pay his wages. So if you're signing him for a short period loan, that you're going to sign him on till he gets fit for the World Cup because the Welsh FA get involved and they want to see their best player fit and playing in some competitive football, and they want to come to the party and help Cardiff in the situation. Or if Cardiff are looking at it from a sole point of view that we get a superstar player in the mind's eye of most people, landing in the Championship, playing for a Welsh team in the year that the Welsh are going to the World Cup. All of these things are great energy. Right, what are we getting for? Can we get him for 60, 80 grand a week? If we can get him for 60, 80 grand a week, okay, what's that going to cost us a year? It's going to cost us 4 million quid. Okay, let's have a look at that. We're selling 18,000 tickets as an average last year. We sold 13,000 season tickets. Can we get an extra 5,000 season tickets? If we can we get £400 a season ticket? We probably can. And we look at that, so there's 2.5 million quid contribution to his wages. Can we get some sponsors and some extra endorsers and some people that are really revved up, interested in the fact that we've got Gareth Bale? Can we bridge that gap between what Gareth Bale might cost us if we can get it for 60, 70, 80 grand a week and what we will be able to bring in as interested revenue, season ticket holders, extra tickets on gates from casual fans, commercial endorsers that want to rub gold because Gareth Bale is considered to be gold in that part of the world.
Yeah.
All of those things come to equation and go, what does it cost me? I would look at it from that point of view. I poo-pooed the idea about 2-3 weeks ago about the notion that he was fit enough to play 46 games in a domestic campaign in the Championship with a different set of parameters than playing in the elite football that he's played in, and I maintain that view. But I also think on the commercial side, it's quite an alluring idea. It has quite a lot of appeal to it.
So would you do it if you're Vincent?
If it helped my football team get promoted to the Premier League, that would be my biggest consideration. If I felt that Gareth Bale, and there's no indication whatsoever that Gareth Bale is anything other than an influence in the dressing room that's positive. I don't like some of the things that went on in Spain. I don't think he handled himself perhaps as well as he could done. I don't think it was bright to sit in front of flags going Wales, golf and Real Madrid and antagonising.
That's a side issue now, Simon.
But it is a side issue, but you're asking me to consider it in the rounds. You're asking me to consider the boy in the rounds as the owner of Cardiff City Football Club and looking at all what I've got. I've got a Championship football club that's got 18,000 fans, right? That's got a manager that's learning his trade at the same time as trying to get out of this miserable division. Is Gareth Bale going to help me do that? If he is, how much am I going to get from him? How much is it going to cost? And how much can I lay off on other people? Like the fans in terms of increased season ticket revenues, like commercial endorsers. Don't forget how Derby got Wayne Rooney there. They got 32 Red to sponsor the situation. So there's a raft of opportunities.
Well, look at
to do
Vincent Tan. I mean, I've been out there. Vincent's wealth is quite uncanny. Everywhere you look in Kuala Lumpur, there's a demonstration of Vincent's wealth. His name is everywhere.
Absolutely.
The group that he owns, the Berjaya Group, everywhere.
But everybody
Vincent
has a cut-off point.
Afford it.
But lots of people can afford lots of things. But everybody has a cut-off point with football. It's not everyone's job to open their wallet and dump the entire contents of their wealth into a football club just because we love football and fans love their football club. So there'll be a cut-off point. If Vincent Tan wanted to set Cardiff on fire in terms of buying everybody, he has the economic wealth to do it. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't do it when they went up to the Premier League. They wanted to spend, I know this is the fact, they wanted to spend 30 million of the proceeds that they got from the Premier League on players, 30 million of the 100 million. So they don't do it without some degree of financial thinking behind what they're trying to achieve.
Sure.
So the Gareth Bale question, because it's Gareth Bale, it's an interesting one. Because it's Cardiff, it's an interesting one. Because it's Welsh, it's Welsh, it's Welsh.
Yeah.
Do I think he could do a 46 game campaign. Well, once upon a time, when Portsmouth got promoted in 2002, I think it was, when Milan was there, and they started to sign people like Paul Merson and Todorov, I think it was.
Todorov, yeah.
And a lot of people were saying these players are past it. They're superstar players that are just coming to, but they got Portsmouth promoted. So you have to think about what you're doing.
Yes.
But it all comes down to, if Gareth Bale says, I'll come down to Cardiff, I'll do you a favour for 250 grand a week.
Oh, forget it.
Well, forget it. If he's doing you a favour
but
for
if
60
you're in the neighbourhood of 60, 70...
then you're in a...
and you would do it?
Then you're in a transaction.
You would do it?
I would consider it in the rounds.
But you made a great argument for doing it with the season ticket sales, etc., etc., and the money it will bring in.
But fine, I want to get promoted. So the season ticket sales...
Well, it's not going to hinder you in that, is he?
Well, we don't know, because ultimately... we don't know.
He's an out-and-out match winner.
What, is he?
Of course he is.
On what basis?
That's Rob Page. That's the Welsh.
Yeah, that's 5 or 6 games.
They're all boarding a flight to Qatar because of Gareth.
Fantastic, Jim. You're not going to get out of the Championship by winning 5 or 6 games. You're going to get out of the Championship by competing in 46. Now,
yes or no, would you do it? If you're Vincent Tan with all the wealth in the world, you know what it's like to be a wealthy man, Simon. You were one. You still are.
Okay.
Vincent is super wealthy. Would you do it?
If I had to deal with Jonathan Barnett, no thank you.
To get Gareth, would you do it?
I would have mixed emotions. I would really want to hear the manager saying, I really want this from a footballing point of view.
Yeah.
I would really want this from a footballing point of view. What he doesn't give me on a pitch, he'll give me something off the pitch.
Right.
What he doesn't give me in games, he'll give me in the dressing room.
Okay.
I really want Gareth Bale, not because he's a rock star footballer, not because he played for Real Madrid, not because he wins games for Wales, because he can win games for Cardiff City and he can bring a winning influence inside this dressing room, which will give me a chance to give you what you want, Chairman, which is promotion.
Okay, let's see what comes back. I've messaged Vincent Tan out in Kuala Lumpur. We'll see what comes back. Simple question: do you want Bale? You're going to try and get Bale through the door. Let's see what comes back from Vincent if he comes back with something on that one. Is there a Cardiff City fan out there who wouldn't want Gareth Bale? I would have thought to a man, to a woman, you'd want him. Surely. 03717 223344 81089.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.